Greetings. The smiles on our faces, the delight, the feeling of familiarity, the knowing how loved you are, the feeling of knowing how loved I am by you, the feeling of family, the feeling of familiarity. Beloveds, may you have this with all beings, knowing that you know them, knowing that you are them. For this is what I grew into, to be able to look upon anyone and see the light in them, the love in them. And yes, I had my moments of conflict and my own judgment when I watched one be cruel to another. And I indeed recognized that it was the places of cruelty that were still left within. And ultimately, love wins over all. That is truly all that we are, comprised of, all that we are made of, all that we have to give. Beloveds, it is our delight to be upon this journey with you. We have done this journey many times, many cycles. And indeed, you have been retired from your retirement. We like that you remember this. If you have any questions, understand, beloveds, that we speak always. We have many conversations. And here and now, if there is anything that you would like to ask, anything that you would like to say, we are indeed pleased that you enjoy the work that we did with our beloved brother. With these materials, we have worked with many. We continue to work with many. For there are different ways that each of you, with your energetic capacities, will reach. You will reach many. You will reach the one that is a catalyst. Indeed, it would be timely to bring us together once again. You have merely forgotten places where you love deeply. And all that we are here to do is to remind you. So come forth, beloved brothers and sisters, if you have a question to ask. And if not, know that you may ask at another time.
Jeshua, I have a question for you. How are you doing today?
We are, as we always are. How are you?
Things are going really well. I do have a question about about health, physical health in the body, and how to approach the allowing things to be as they are versus lining desire up with them to be different than they are. This is a whirlwind in my head sometimes, as you're well aware.
Beloved, the desire for health comes from the frequency where the health already exists. And within your mind, you have attuned yourself to a different frequency. When you allow yourself, and this is indeed how healing is done, there is a way of attuning oneself to God frequency that brings forth what looks like the manifestation of a miracle. It looks like the eradication of a condition, and it all exists within the mind of God. You are attempting to use a human mind. So you must relinquish and release yourself from the human egoic mind, and you must make your way past. And this happens through the silence that we are requesting of you, so that you may have access to the mind of God. And in the frequency of the mind of God, you claim and proclaim the wellness. And then it manifests within the physical body. But there is much interference that you still have that has not allowed you to pierce and break through to. And it happens in the silence when you train the mind. For every time that you make your attempt to go up to connect with that mind, you are clawed at by the fears and the thoughts and the beliefs of, no, come back down. Come back down to where we are comfortable. Beloved, the next time that you and Sahana Grace are in each other's physical presence, we will embody and we will show you how this is accomplished. You have all been anointed, shall we say. You have all been trained in these methodologies. And it is, see, if you attempt to break an egg, it is different than when there is something that is within that breaks out. There is one causes life and one causes death. You are attempting to break into the egg rather than being the baby chick that breaks out.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
You are causing death because you are using a hammer, the hammer of the egoic mind, beloveds. But if you know that that chick, that state of perfection exists within, and you allow yourself to break through to that, you then match the frequency of God. You match the frequency of perfection. You match the frequency of the wellness. And all of the conversations about the illness and the problems with the vision and the problems with the body and the problems with the blood, the problems with the pancreas, beloved, none of that exists. None of that is real. And yet you have a mind that says, but here I have the evidence. So you must find a way to still and quiet the mind. Call me in. Let us have these conversations. But we will bring this change about for you.
Thank
Much
you.
will shift when you return to Israel.
There will be a shift when I return to Israel.
Indeed. Indeed.
Excited.
Indeed. We are excited for all to gather. Indeed.
Thank you, my brother. I love
Thank you.
you. Thank you for all this wonderful way of mastery information that you've given us as a gift. Very grateful.
It is ours, beloveds. It is ours.
Nice.
We thank you. We thank you. We love you. Indeed. We will speak with you again.